Hello! In this video, I'll show you how to use self-backup to recover the configuration in NAKIVO Backup and Replication. The self-backup feature helps you automatically protect the configuration of your NAKIVO Backup and Replication instance. This includes your jobs, inventory, transporters, history, system settings, and logs. By keeping the configuration backed up, you can quickly restore your environment if something goes wrong. Let's take a look at my current setup. Under Data Protection, you can see two jobs. One of them has already completed successfully. In Settings, under Users and Roles, I have two users, including the admin account. The license is a trial and is valid for another 13 days and 15 hours. In the inventory, I've added a vCenter instance and a physical server. And under Nodes, I have the transporter for the physical server, the virtual appliance transporter, and the onboard transporter that comes built into this instance. As for backup repositories, I have a shared repository located on the physical server, with its transporter also running on that server. I also have a SaaS repository and an onboard repository available. To confirm that self-backup is already enabled, go to General, then Self-Backup. Here, you can choose whether to back up the system configuration to selected repositories only or to all repositories. In my case, self-backup is already turned on. You can see that a self-backup was successfully completed on June 30th. If you try to add another repository, such as the SaaS repository, you'll notice it's not supported. SaaS repositories and federated repositories cannot be used for self-backup. We've already confirmed that self-backup is enabled on both the shared repository and the onboard repository. To begin the recovery, go directly to the repository and choose either the onboard repository or the shared repository to restore the NAKIVO configuration from the available self-backup recovery points. Let's select the shared repository. Here, we can see the existing self-backup. Click the three dots icon and choose Recover. In the Recovery window, you can select a recovery point. You can choose the latest one or any earlier point depending on your needs. You can also perform target object mapping for all jobs. This process compares the source object with the target object and resolves any differences between them. It's strongly recommended to use target object mapping if any jobs in the previous deployment ran after the self-backup was created. Once I click Recover, all configuration items will be restored to the original NAKIVO instance. Now, let's say we need to recover the configuration to a different instance. For this video, I've already prepared a new NAKIVO instance in the lab. Before I can restore anything, I need to create a user and password for this new instance so I can log in and attach the backup repository that contains the self-backup. I'm now getting ready to log into the new NAKIVO instance. Change the parameter in the URL from true to false to disable the startup wizard. As you can see, the new NAKIVO instance has no configuration yet. Under Users and Roles, only the administrator account I created during the login process is available. The license has 14 days remaining. The inventory is empty. Under Nodes, I only see the built-in onboard transporter. And under Repositories, the onboard repository is the only one listed. Let's add the shared folder repository that I used in the previous NAKIVO instance. This repository contains the self-backup, which is why I'm adding it to the current instance. Click Plus, then choose Add Existing Backup Repository. Select CIFS Share and click Next. Enter a name for the backup repository, for example, Shared Repo. I'll assign the onboard transporter to this repository. Enter the path to the shared folder, along with the username and password. Click Next, then Finish. The shared repository from the previous NAKIVO instance, which contains the self-backup, is now being added. Once done, a pop-up appears asking whether you want to recover jobs, inventory, configuration, and other settings from this backup. Click Recover. Choose the recovery point you want to use. Leave the option to perform target object mapping for all jobs enabled, then click Recover. During this process, do not shut down or restart your NAKIVO instance. When the recovery from the self-backup finishes, you'll see a confirmation message. Let's check the existing repositories. The SaaS repository is now available, along with the shared repository. I can also see the self-backup from the old NAKIVO instance and the backup of the workstation that I created earlier on the old instance. That job was completed successfully. If we go back, we can also check the nodes. Here is the virtual appliance from the old NAKIVO instance, which has now been migrated to the new one, along with the physical server and the onboard transporter using the new instance's IP address. Under the inventory, both the vCenter server and the physical server are now visible. Under General Settings, Users, and Roles, the user accounts have been restored as well. They were migrated from the old instance. The license has also been recovered from the self-backup. Now click Data Protection to verify that the jobs are in place. The jobs from the old NAKIVO instance have been recreated here, and we can see that the job for a VMware VM was completed successfully. And this concludes our video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, click the like button and subscribe to our channel to catch new uploads. You can also visit the NAKIVO website to download a free trial version of NAKIVO Backup and Replication, and try the solution in your own environment for 15 days.